Welcome to the Luxor, Las Vegas. I just checked in, and I'm now going to give you a tour of my room. I haven't seen anything yet. You're going to be seeing it as I see. So let's just. Here's my room. Got my room key. I love a good prox card. All right, let's check this out.
You've got mail.
And I've got mail. That's probably me being notified about my own live stream. So, okay, here we have it. This is a tower room, a king room, I believe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my bag down in the corner there, and let's take a look. First thing, you got your door here, and there is a do not disturb sign, which not doesn't seem like a special thing, but I have been noticing in more and more hotels that do not disturb signs have become rarer and rarer for some reason. So let's go put that on the door so we're not disturbed. There we go. Let's take a look at this room. It's my first time staying at the Luxor. So that light switch there obviously activated these lights. I see a curve on the window. It's very exciting. When they said I was in a tower room, I was worried I'm not in the pyramid, but it looks like I'm in the pyramid, so that is good. All right, let's get some better lighting here. Oh, that kicks on the fan as well as the light. No separate control for the fan. Good to know. Okay, so what do we got? Basic, it's for the products. We got the conditioning shampoo. It's dripping. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's take a look. You got the hair dryer there. A couple of nice glasses. It's got some good weight to them, and a little ice thing there. The glamour. There's our toilet. There's the flusher. Only one selection, so they don't. A lot of toilets have like two buttons. One is for liquid waste, and one is for first impressions. This doesn't look quite as nice. Now, Park MGM went through a major redo when it switched over from the Monte Carlo, so that's kind of understandable that was more recently refreshed. So you got here, sliding door, pretty. Not a large shower head, but the shower head's a little grimy, so that could definitely be cleaner. But otherwise, it seems okay. Not quite as nice as the Park MGM, but it's doing okay so far. Got something to hang your pants or whatever there. A little towel rack. Nice big mirror. That mirror is big. So let's turn that off because that fan's a little loud. This is different. So you've got this kind of a little nook here where you got like a seat and a little desk. Some information there, little welcome. That's kind of cool. Run is their live show. It's like Cirque-esque, but apparently it's actioning. So that sounds a bit more up my alley than a usual Cirque du Soleil thing. Got our temperature controls there. Big old clock. Light switch with a standard power up there, which is nice to have that. Again, having just come from Park MGM the last couple days, I'm a little spoiled. There was little power all over the place. Now, there was one collection of plugs that didn't work at all in that room. So just having the one regular plug. Let's see what else they got. We have a wardrobe here that is, it's very thematic with the whole Egyptian Luxor thing. It's a little worn, you see here, around the knobs. So again, this property is showing a little age. So in here you've got a full-size, actually very substantially large ironing board there, so that's something. And you got your safe. It's heavy and it's attached, but it's not recessed into the wall like it was at Park MGM. And you got your hangers here, pretty standard hangers, same kind of hangers you'd see on a cruise ship, for example. But again, seeing a little wear and tear in the corners there. So yeah, I'm thinking it's been a while since this room was refreshed, a little wear and tear. Now, none of that's really going to affect your experience, I don't think, so I'm not too concerned yet. One of the things that people said to me when I told them I was staying at the Luxor is they said you lose space because of the curvature of the pyramid. And so there is this angled window, which we'll check out in more detail in just a little bit. The ceiling feels low. So it does feel, it's kind of like an attic feel. It's cozy is the nice way of saying a little small, but that's okay. I mean, I say it's cozy, but actually it's plenty of space. I mean, especially for a single person, just hanging out, one person, that's quite a bit of space we got there. So that's okay. King size bed, that's pretty good. Only two pillows again. It's getting spoiled at the Park MGM. I had like 5 pillows on that thing. All right, so coming over here. Got the other nightstand. We got the phone, little notepad there with a pen. Got another light here. Let's brighten things up a little. Got a very basic remote control. And here's the switch. Oh, okay. So there's a light above the bed that this light switch here controls. Okie doke. So moving in over here to this space, we've got another sort of desk area. This chair looks new. This looks nice. I like the coloring. Let's test it out. Okay, that's comfortable. That is definitely comfortable. There. I'm 12. There you go. There's a room tour, 360 degrees right there. Okay, I like the chair. The chair I think is new. And so you got another light over here. And you got 2 power plugs, which is nice. Again, I'm not seeing any USB connections, which to me, again, kind of speaks to the age of the place, that there's no direct USB. I mean, that's fine. I've got a thing my USBs all plug into to use a regular port. But I've got more devices and more cables than I have those little converters. So this is probably going to be fine, but it could be potentially a challenge. And we've got a little vanity mirror there. This is a pretty substantially sized air conditioning thing. It's funny that it's not actually right against the external wall. It's against the side. That's a little surprising. So I'm going to be testing that out. So this is just first impressions in our room tour. I'm going to be probably recording a proper full review that'll be up on the channel later. So if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Put notifications on. You'll get to know when we go live, and you'll get to know when new videos come out, including we're going to have a follow-up video to this one where I'm going to say, like, after a day or two here, I can tell you how it's, yeah, the heater does look old. It's funny, these little grates, they all turn individually. That's kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't look broken, but just the sheer size of it, I'm hoping that puts out tons of nice cool air. I mean, I doubt they ever need to have it on the heat mode. Even if it were snowing or something, it's probably never getting very cold in here naturally. I'm hoping that puts out a lot of cold air because given its size, it's like industrial strength. So we've got a table over here. You can move that. That's not attached. A couple of chairs. Again, showing a little bit of wear and tear. You suspect it'll be loud. That's a good question. Maybe I'll fire it up before I end the live stream. We can give it a listen. Yeah, chair's pretty comfortable. No spinning around like in the red one, but got a little bit of art here. I like this. This suits my taste more than at the Park MGM. They had a whole bunch of pictures, sort of in a cluster. So I like the art here a little bit better. But that's a personal thing. That's just my personal taste. So this is our curved window. Angled, I suppose. It's not really curved because like a curve is a little round. This is angled. This is our angular window. So you gotta think the furniture is hodgepodge. I mean, yeah, there's not a consistent color scheme. That's actually a really good point. So you got this sort of pattern here. I mean, that's something you might want to. You might see that at like a Hilton. That's not that's relatively newish. Let's test it out. Is it comfortable? Oh yeah. That's a bit of all right. I like this chair. This is comfy. You could conk out in this if you had to. You could take a nap. So got like a surprise guest or something, so he needs to sleep it off, stick him in the chair. But these look very dated and a little bit worn, less comfortable. And again, the color scheme, it's still kind of an earth tone, but like these are from different decades. That's what it feels like. They're from different decades. And then over here you get something modern, nice, bright, vibrant, sort of a leather thing to it. And then over here, we've got this, that's hefty. I don't know, that's okay. But yeah, it is definitely, oh, look at that. That is interesting. So a luggage rack is important, good to have. With a themed property, there'd be a unified theme. Yeah, like this is themed. But so far, this and maybe the headboard and the nightstands, these seem to be from like the same pieces, maybe that table. And so it's themed in the sense that this has sort of the hieroglyphics. This has a vaguely Egyptian pyramid type look to it. And then over here as well, you've got a lot of the triangles sort of evocative of the pyramid. So Yeah, that's all themed, but a lot of it ain't. And that's a really good point you make there. This looks like it's kind of themed with it too. But again, you can see that it's showing its age in places. And so I think that it had an initial theme, but then as they had to replace and refresh pieces, they didn't necessarily stick to the theme. So that's interesting. But look at how banged up this luggage rack is. I mean, it's wood, which I guess goes with the theme. And I mean, it's just a thing you put your luggage on. But from a first impression standpoint, you walk in the door, and then that's one of the first things you see. You have for an angled window, you have to hook it up here and at the bottom. Otherwise, it would just gravity would plumb line it straight down, and then you'd lose all this space. Oh, and there's like a rod in. There's a rod in there. Okay, so that's how that works. It doesn't work great. Kind of fighting with it here. Again, showing its age a bit. There's the sun. There's my view. So property over there. And I mean, this could be cleaner. I mean, but that's got to be a challenge. I mean, cleaning windows generally has got to be hard. And normally vertical windows, stuff probably doesn't stick to it as much. So these probably get dirtier faster. And I actually have been in Vegas seeing people like rappel down and do the cleaning. So although that looks kind of fun, I would want to like slide down on like a burlap sack or something, maybe with like a line that I could hold on to if I had to like stop myself and rug burn or rope burn on the hand. I don't know, something there. It would be cool, like a lever, a metal thing that you could clamp on to control your descent. I would pay substantial money to slide down this thing and in a controlled and safe way. That would be cool. So if anybody from MGM is watching, anybody from the Luxor, I got ideas about how this could be better. Again, it's showing its age. I mean, and I don't want to be too picky, but I also know that there's different people care about different things at a hotel. And in Vegas, some people care about, things differently than they would elsewhere on the road. Sometimes it's just a place to lay your head. Sometimes you want luxury and you want to be impressed and you want to impress people. So fair enough. I got the Samsung TV over here. But that is just sort of a basic room tour. One thing I find interesting about the luggage rack, yeah, it's essential. I like having it. That's normally put away in a closet, but there's no closet. You got the bathroom. And that's why you have a wardrobe. They should 100% do that. Such a lost revenue opportunity. Yeah, the problem would be the insurance carrier. Who would want to insure that? So, they've got the wardrobe that they've put in here. So, I mean, I suppose that could have been inside, similar to how the ironing board is. But that's too bad. But overall, I'm not upset. I got a decent deal. I think I'm paying like $70 a night to be here, plus the $40 resort fee on top of that. So it does get to add up a little bit. But my needs are humble, and this is honestly probably more than I do need. But I do think it could have been a little bit better. So anyways, thanks for joining us on this first impressions room tour here at the Luxor. And I'm gonna relax. I've been wandering around the city for like 4 hours because I had checked out of Park MGM at 11, and you can't check in here until 3. So, my dog's barking. But anyways, if you're catching this, it's one thing when you're staying at a hotel on the way to a place to have it show its age. As long as it's clean, who cares? Different when it's the destination and a themed hotel. That's the thing. When you stay at a Motel 6, then whatever. It's not what you're on the trip for. But in this case, people might have thought this was the destination, and this is great. So I would say that depending on the cost, it's not a bad option. But if you get something else for a similar price, but I always wanted to do this once. This was something I wanted to do at least one time, so I've crossed that off the bucket list. So anyways, thanks for joining us. If you're watching us in the replay, comment below, #replay. Let me know, have you stayed at the Luxor? And whether you have or haven't, does this make you want to stay or less likely to stay? I think I know what you'd say, but I'm not really sure. Let me know. Do you think I got a good deal? Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you found it at all useful. It helps other people find the video and search and recommend it on the home screen of YouTube. So it's not about telling me you like me, although hey, you do. It's just about helping other people know what they're getting before they book, before they pay, so they know what to expect and whether or not they're getting a good deal. Or check out one of the other videos on the channel.